So I just got back from Flight Simulator Expo 2023 in Houston, Texas. Let's go over what our big takeaways were from the Flight Simulator Expo. All right, my first big takeaway, it was an amazing event. I was really happy to have gone there. I met a lot of great people, a lot of great simmers, and a lot of great influencers, a lot of people who are out there creating and just building and doing great things and adding value to the flight simulator market. So I think that is definitely the number one thing. I am kind of very muchly so reminded of what a full bird colonel told me one time. Congratulations on getting your pilot license. You now have a license to learn. And those words always stuck with me and always made sense. So once you have that pilot license, you're always learning. Okay, great. You're always going to be learning a different aircraft, learning for a different certificate, trying to relearn or so that you can stay proficient. You're always going to be learning and always thinking about what's the next big thing that I want to do so that I can stay proficient, stay safe, and be a good pilot up in the air, right? So flight simulator world is a lot the same. So very muchly so, those same words rang through my mind. Congratulations, Matt. You have a license to learn and continue to do more. So one of my biggest takeaways was just how much more there is in the flight simulator world. How much more is going on around me. How many people are adding that value to the marketplace, and what kind of simmers there are. There's all different kinds of simmers. You got your DIYers, you got your plug-and players, you got your turnkey guys, you got your helicopter guys, you've got your airliner pilots, your combat simulator pilots. Just so many different types. I'm probably going to cover those in another video, so stay tuned for that coming up. MobiFlight, one of the bigger names I would say that's there in the DIY space, was there, and they have tutorials for such a thing where you can build an LED parking brake, and then you can add on to that project with a switch brake using Arduino's 3D printed projects, just adding little switches and cool things that you could easily add to your flight simulator without going too crazy, right? I met John from State Level Avionics. John's the guy who created this sim here, I created it, but he definitely was a big part of it and helped build this. He was there with Flight Chops and Flight Chops channel. Go check them out if you've never seen them. They make really cool video episodes, aviation related, flight sim related, just all about his adventures. And very cool. They flew in an RV-14, put that on display. That was very cool. I enjoyed that very muchly so. Enjoyed meeting John and Steve and just other flight simmers. Captain Bob, who works with MobiFlight, he does a lot of those DIY projects with his Cessna 172. Thought this was really cool. This dude building his own Flight 172 simulator with a full-size cockpit that he's building in-house, but he's making it so that he can tear it apart and take it down to like college or go do whatever he wants, right? So who else was there? There was Healy Simmer, Sergio. Go check him out. I'm a helicopter pilot. I didn't know that this existed. So guess what? My world is now opened back up a little bit more. So we're going to go check these guys out, see what's possible in the simulator world for helicopters. Virtual reality. I never flew virtual reality before. I did it at this simulator conference. Very cool. Opened my eyes. Reminiscent of a full wraparound, full motion simulator without the full motion. Or at least it definitely gave me that kind of sensation as I was trying to fly around a helicopter. FS Elite was interviewing the guys over here at Navigraph, big time sponsor for the event. So it was kind of neat. I got to sit next to their CEO, hang out while they were doing an interview. Real Sim Gear, I was hanging out with these guys. Flew the SR-22 simulator that they had set up, and it was just a good time. That would be a really cool setup for a future sim. If you need something and you need to get into the cockpit and learn how to do, I heard somebody else saying buttonology earlier, and I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I needed it for, to twist the knobs and get familiar with the Garmin 530 and the 430 so that I could fly, but it would work the same no matter what you put in the cockpit. X-Plane was there. These guys had really big area set up, and a lot of people that were supporting X-Plane 12 were there. I flew with some helicopter controls with some VA in there. That's where the SR-22 was. Microsoft Flight Simulator was there. They were talking about Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Lots of cool things going on with that. They definitely have big updates planned for that, so stay tuned for the career builder mode with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 coming up here in the future. All right, lots of cool things going on. Definitely my favorite thing was that RV-14 sitting next to the Learjet, which you can actually see kind of here in this picture. Not the Learjet, I'm sorry, that was a Cirrus Vision jet. I thought that was really cool. The owner of the Vision jet came down and actually talked about it and talked about what he does down there in Texas. So that was really cool. Highly enjoyable. Just the entire event. I definitely recommend that you guys go there and expand your horizons. And definitely go check out John over at State Level Avionics. Biggest help in my journey building a flight sim. And was really happy to have met up with John down there at the Expo. So take care. I'll see you guys in another video, and talk soon.